Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Weather's finally starting to break here in Michigan. Oh my God, towards the middle of March. Whew, man, I hope it doesn't snow anymore. We're not out the woods yet because it has been known to snow at towards the very end of March. It's sometimes in the first part of April. So we're not out the woods yet, but we're almost out the woods. So I'll just be so happy to look forward to spring coming and seeing the leaves come in on the trees, and it just lifts my spirits, the sun and all that coming out. So I so look forward to those things. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope everybody is doing good. Um, hanging in there. Hope everybody's hanging in there and everything. That's all we can do in this system is hang on in there. Well, I want to talk about um, the drama on YouTube, people stirring up drama on YouTube to get views. I was watching Strong Mommy Chrissy's video the other day, and she was talking about how she's beefing with another. Well, maybe I shouldn't say she's beefing with her. She the lady on the webs. Um, I'm subscribed to her, but I don't really watch her videos that often. Um, the lady on the webs is apparently trying to beef with her, and she's trying not to get caught up in it. She doesn't have time. And the lady on the webs, I guess, is trying to beef with her, and I guess doing videos talking about her or whatever, saying bad things about her. And she was talking about that, discussing that yesterday and the other day when I was watching a video and talking about how bad it was, and it just made me think, um why do people stir up drama on YouTube and create drama on YouTube to get views? I mean, because apparently all this is being done for views, you know, and I just think that you shouldn't want to get successful. You shouldn't want, I know that everybody want to make money on here. I like to make some coins on here myself. Um, but you shouldn't want to get successful here on YouTube by doing stuff like that, stirring up drama with people, doing videos talking, bashing people, talking bad about people, other YouTubers. It's just not cool. I mean, that's not the way to get successful here on YouTube. And not only that, you're creating a bad image for yourself. You're creating a bad image for yourself because we're all like before I thought about doing YouTube, because I had always wanted to actually do YouTube and start a YouTube channel, but at first I didn't know how to go about it. And you have to think about the image that you want to put out there before you think about starting a YouTube channel. You have to think about the image that you want to put out there, the type of image that you want to have, because everybody here on YouTube has an image. And some people, everybody has an image, everybody has an MO. Um, People are on here for different reasons. Some people have family blogs where they blog their family, and that's great. I love watching those videos. Um, some people, everybody got different platforms on here. All depends on what their channel is based on and what their channel is about. Um, it's different channels on here. I think that's what makes YouTube interesting, because you got different people doing different things on here and having different types of content on here, and it makes it interesting to watch. It's more interesting than watching actual TV, actually. And so I don't support everybody on here, because some of these people on here are just totally inappropriate, and I don't support everybody on here. And the thing is, I don't care to support people that want to create drama. They want to create drama um, in order to get views on YouTube. That's just not cool. It's just not cool to do that, because you got to think about what kind of image are you putting out there. What kind of impression that you want people to have of you. You want people to have the impression that you're a trouble starter. You like to start trouble. You like to create drama. You want to be messy on here. You know that you're a messy person. You want to create drama. Is that the kind of content you want to put out there? Is that the kind of image? Particularly if you have a family. Particularly if you have a family on here, and sometimes you do family blogs, but then you come on YouTube being messy, talking about other YouTubers and trying to beef with other YouTubers. What type of image does that portray to your children? What type of message does that send to your children? That it's okay to, because that's a form of bullying. When you think about it, it's a form of bullying. It's literally a form of bullying. And these people that have children on here, particularly school-age children, they coming on YouTube bashing other YouTubers and stuff like that, and bad mouthing other YouTubers. That is a form of bullying, whether they realize it or not. It is in fact a form of bullying. Well, what message does that send to your children? See, sometimes when there's bullying, and actually stay tuned, I'm gonna do a video talking about that. Actually, when the children are going to school bullying, 9 times out of 10, they're getting it from at home. When they bring something and they do something at school, they're getting a message at home that it's okay to do that. Whether their parents is condoning it, or the parents is 9 times out of 10 are doing it themselves. And so when you get on YouTube and you bashing other YouTubers and stuff like that, and you calling them names and berating them, disrespecting them, then what message does that send to your children? It sends the message to your children that it's okay for them to go to school and bully people, talk about people, berate people, bash people. You're sending the message to them that it's okay to do that, and it's not okay, because as parents we have to lead by example. It's very important as parents for us to lead by example. And so we can't send the message. If I don't want my children to be, when my children were growing up, if I didn't want them to be a bully, then I'm going to do whatever I can to not bully people, that's not even me. That's not even who I am. I'm not even like that. But I'm just saying, whatever I don't want my kids to do, then I'm going to lead by example, and I'm going to show them this is the type of person that you're supposed to be. You're supposed to treat people with kindness and respect and all that. And you have to lead by example. And when these children are in the schools bullying, 9 times out of 10, they're seeing it at home from their parents. The parents are doing it. And that's why the children that go to school and do it, the parents send the message to them that it's okay for them to do that. It's okay to be a bully. It's never okay to be a bully, because I don't care what anybody says. That is a form, excuse me, that in fact is a form of bullying. When you get on YouTube and you berate other YouTubers and you call other YouTubers names and bash them for whatever reason. And so she was saying how this web lady on the webs or whatever, she's bashing her and all this kind of stuff. What is the point? I don't understand what the point is. Why are you beefing with another YouTuber? I mean, and the only thing that I can come up with is that they're doing it for views, so they can get views. And I don't want to get successful on YouTube like that. I mean, I like to make some coins on here myself, but I want to do it the right way. I want to do it. I don't want to get successful that way. And there's a lot of people on YouTube. That's the way you want to go out. That's the way you want to be successful on YouTube, by berating. First of all, YouTube ought to just shut them videos down. They ought to shut them down because when you get on YouTube and you want to bash other YouTubers and all this kind of stuff, that's just being messy, and it's not cool. And it does create unnecessary drama. It's not necessary to do that. It's not, particularly if you're a parent. Particularly if you're a parent. Particularly if you're a parent and you have children. There is absolutely no reason to do that. And it's hurtful. It's not a loving thing to do. It's very hurtful. Particularly if you're attacking someone's children, or you're attacking somebody's um, lifestyle, or whatever the situation it is, or if a person has children and you want to talk about them for having kids or whatever. First of all, why is that even your business? What's them having kids have to do with you? Why you have your kids? How'd you have yours? So we can't live in a glass house and throw stones. We can't do that. And that's one thing you will never see me come on here and do, is come on here to bash other YouTubers. If I mention other YouTubers, it's something positive. I'm saying something positive about them, or I'm using their name in the context of making a point. If I'm making a point and I use their name in a process of making a point, or if I might mention, if there's somebody on here that's doesn't have a good channel or whatever, they bash people. Sometimes I talk about black men bashing black women, and if I mention a specific person, it's because I'm trying to make a point. But you will never see me come on here and bash any YouTubers, because I'm not about that. First of all, I'm a Christian. I'm trying to be anyway, and I know Jehovah God would not approve, of me doing that. And I'm just not cut like that. That's just not the way I am. I'm about love. I'm about, um, I like to support other YouTubers, and everything. And um, I'm 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 a congratulator. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. I've never been a hater. And that's the loving thing to be. That's the loving way to be, is being a congratulator, not a hater. Particularly us mothers out here. All of us mothers need to stick together out here. It's the struggle is real when you're a mom, particularly when you're a single mother. The struggle is real. So we all need to stick together. All this who shot John and all this is just ridiculous. And so I know when people bash me, um or they come on my channel and they bash me. And that's one thing I don't do, is I don't go back and forth with people. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I know people make comments in my comment section, um, and they say things, and I'll say whatever I have to say, and I will move on. Not going back and forth with you, because you're entitled to your opinion. Whatever your opinion is, whether I agree with it or not, is you're entitled to it. So now, unless you come on my comic section and you berate me and you call me names, but I'm about to block you then. But I'm not about to go back and forth with you. You say something in my comment section that I don't necessarily agree with, I'll come on there and tell you why I disagree, whatever. And I'll state certain things and whatever, and that's it. And if you could do a comeback, well, sometimes I'll just stop it right there, because I'll say my piece and I will move on. I am not going to go back and forth with you on here. I'm not going back and forth with people on here. That's not why that is not the reason why I'm on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube to go back and forth with people. See, I'm not going to go back and forth and argue now. We can have a productive conversation. That can happen. I don't care about that. But to go back and forth, we can agree to disagree. You can agree to disagree, without being disrespectful towards each other, calling each other names, because at the end of the day, that's childish. We're all supposed to be adults here, and that's childish. Isn't that childish to call someone's name? if you don't agree with them. That's what they did. We did in elementary school. We did that in elementary school. When we didn't agree with somebody, or junior high, maybe even high school. When we didn't agree with somebody, we berated them. We called them names or whatever. But when you're an adult, you're supposed to know better. And when you know better, you're supposed to do better. You know? I was talking to a lady, the bus driver. Actually, I caught the bus the other day, and I was talking to the bus driver about that. We were talking about that just the other day. Um, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. Okay? So when you get to be a certain age, there's no excuses. And that's immaturity. At the end of the day, it's immaturity. Learn how to express your opinions without berating someone, calling someone names. Like if I disagree with somebody on here, and there's many times I've disagreed with people, but I state the reason why I disagree with them, and I'll try to present some facts to them and state the reason why I disagree with them and move on. I don't have to call them names and all that stuff. That's just not necessary, you know? But you got people that's about that on here. They about that drama. You know, they about that drama. I think at the end of the day it shows low self-esteem. When you feel when you feel like you need to put down somebody else, you have low self-esteem. It shows it's a form of low self-esteem. It's a form of low self-esteem and not really feeling good about yourself when you have to put someone else down. And there's people that have came in my comment section because they didn't agree with me and called me a name or said something mean to me. And you know, this why is it why you gotta be mean? What's the point? You know? But the thing is, I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. And if you say something real hateful, or if it gets belligerent, I'm just gonna block you. I'm simply gonna block you. And so I know I did that video. Man, I got almost 20,000 hits. I'm still getting hits on that video. The one about the government cuts. Um, I got almost 20,000 hits on that thing. It's still I still got people hitting that video, you know, watching that video. And people were talking about my piece, and they're talking about, you know, I haven't read all the comments, but they'll pop up in my message. You know, when somebody makes a comment on the Pacific video, it'll pop up in my messages. And, you know, I've had people call me fat and, you know, accuse me of being on welfare and lazy, you know. Um, I'm talking about my weed because I got a piece on. You know, I got a piece on in that video. So they're talking about my piece. Hey, that piece was cute. I don't know what they talking about. That was a cute piece. They talking about my piece. They talking about just anything that they can think of. You know, calling me lazy because I'm discussing this. I gotta be lazy on the system because I'm discussing it. Because I'm talking about it, then I got to be lazy and be on the system. You know, it's ignorance. It's just ignorance. You know, they talk about it on The View too. So does that mean everybody on The View getting welfare, Medicaid, and all that? So, you know, I'm passionate about those things. I'm passionate about um, poverty in America, poor people, you know, poverty. I'm passionate about those topics. I'm very passionate about those topics because you know, I've experienced it. A lot of people experience it. It's just too prevalent here in America. And so I'm very passionate about that subject. And so that's why I do videos talking about those things. Um, so that's the only reason why I do them is because I'm passionate about it. And so, um, and it's informative to inform people and all this kind of stuff like that. And so, but the thing is, at the end of the day, is that nobody should be here on YouTube bashing anybody for views. If that's what you got to do to get views, then baby, you got to reevaluate your situation. You need to go and pray and look in the mirror, reevaluate yourself because you got some problems, you got some issues. You know, you got some issues going on, and goes a whole lot deeper than certain people that you might disagree with here on YouTube, because nobody should never feel the need to do that. It is not loving. It's not a loving thing to do. It's just not cool. And I look at it like this: it's a privilege for people. Um, you know, people have the ability to disable their comments, and I don't disable my comments. You know, I welcome people's opinions and everything. Um, and so it's a privilege because everybody has that ability to disable their comments. Um, it's a privilege for people to comment in your comment section. Please believe that. Realize that it is a privilege to be able to comment in anybody's comment section, because I've watched videos and the comment, I went to scroll to do a comment and the comments are disabled. You can't leave no comment. So it's just, I know there's a lady on here that has I don't know, she has I can't remember how many kids she has. I just subscribed to her not long ago. I mean, those videos are fascinating to me. It just amazes me how they take care of all those kids. I struggle with two. I just can't imagine it. So I'm very fascinated how all these young ladies with all these kids, how do they do it? You know. So it's very fascinating to me. I can't think of her name, but she's got quite a few kids, and she disabled her comments. You know, her videos are just for viewing purposes only. You don't get to comment, and in a sense I don't blame her, because oh my God, people would be dogging her out. They would just be dogging her out for her having those kids, all the kids. So I don't blame her. I don't blame her. And so, um, people talk about me, and I only have two children, 10 years apart, mind you, and they're grown. And really, I mean, and but that's the life of a black woman, get scrutinized for everything. And so, that's what I told. I told one of them on here. Yeah. I said they talk about me, and I just got two. So so what they think they're gonna do with you? You got quite a few of them or whatever. So I just think it's just crazy for people to do that. I mean, it is not cool to create drama on here to get views. I think YouTube ought to shut them videos down. They need to shut them down. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about. How do you guys feel about that? People coming on YouTube to create drama just to create views on here. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments. Sound off in the comment section. Be nice. And let me know what you think. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like and share my video. Stay tuned. I got some more interesting video topics coming up. This is Sweet June.